Hello, Leo, and welcome. I'm Adriana. I'm a soul guidance coach, and I help you choose growth and the healing of your inner roots. I have an intuitive message for you today. This will look at your inner world and your outer world and the flow and interaction between the two. So let's get started. Okay, my guys are saying left to right, rivalry on the outside, hierophant on the inside. Daughter of horns inside, and the fool outside. Okay, this is really fascinating energy. Okay, we're going to start inside at the daughter of horns. Okay, this is a very playful energy coming through. It could be the start of a new relationship, the start of a new emotional connection, or it could just be this energy itself, which is a light, playful, happy kind of energy. In this Daughter of Horns card, she has so many different ways to hydrate. Never thought I'd say that sentence. There's the river, there's the water, the rain coming down, and then she's also got a spoon on her head. So there's communication, emotional flow coming from many places. That's very sustaining and very just happy for this Daughter of Horns. She's having a great time. Now we look at the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is it's kind of the little bit of the damper on the party. Okay? So inside, you're nurturing this very playful, warm, happy energy that's very inquisitive and curious and has everything she needs, everything you need. I'm saying she because it's a female. But this antelope energy, it's just so, yeah, it's just happy. But then we have this rain on the parade over here, the Hierophant, which is more studied, more careful, more systematic, and concerned with the distillation of wisdom into codes and rules and structures. So there's a time and a place for this, but you have these two very conflicting energies within you, and they're almost in a face-off, like they're looking at each other. She hasn't quite, oops, I'm sorry, excuse me for a second. She hasn't quite decided if she's going to come over to his camp, and he's kind of not sure what to make of her. So when you're navigating your world, you're actually coming from either one of these places. Either it's a completely free-flowing, intuitive, organic kind of that fun energy, or it's like, no, this is what I have to do now, and then this is the rule I need to follow next, and then that's the right thing to do next. So do you see how these two things are kind of working against each other? And this is why you're seeing a lot of this rivalry card. Five of feathers, 5 of wands in your outside world. Situations where you're evenly matched, but also there's no headway happening. It's really interesting the way that division of paper is the same. The horizon's kind of in the same place. Okay, I'm drawn to that for a reason. Oh, hello. It's the same background. You see the same mountains. So these are happening in the same place. So this means the energy that you're taking into your relationships, because it's not purely this, it's not purely that joy and that desire to connect and flow and have fun. We're getting stuck here in, okay, it's kind of good. I'm involved in something. I'm doing the right thing. But at the same time, I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere. All right. They're in a struggle. They're not going to fight to the death, but neither one is winning. And so although you're going out and engaging, you're not really getting anywhere in these engagements with people. And we've got the Fool. Now let's look at the Fool this way. This is really kind of funny. because the Fool wants to go this way, but his foot's pointing this way towards the antelope. So if he were to fall out of the nest, he would fall in her direction. So he actually wants to go her way, but he's kind of scared. He's leaning back. He's like, no, I don't think I really want to. I want to stay here in the nest where it's comfortable. So this new way of being that you're seeing within yourself, you're just not quite sure what to do with it. You don't know whether you should go with the just total fun here, or if you should stick to what's tried and true. And look, they're even mirroring each other. Can you see it? They're looking the same way. He wants to, it's like the bird wants to engage with the father bird because that father bird knows better, or maybe it's a mother bird, but it's a more mature bird, like someone else knows better, an expert knows better than me. Someone else knows, and I can't let go of their advice and just trust myself. It's that kind of feeling. But this Daughter of Horns is saying to you, yes, you can trust your feeling, you can trust your flow and your creativity and your intuition. You have all the sustenance that you need. And Leo, what is so magical about this reading for you is when you decide to align yourself with this, knowing that you can trust your intuition, knowing that you can trust the way that life is going to put you, knowing that you don't need a system that was created by someone older and supposedly wiser than you, then you're going to really leap forward. This is an antelope. Antelope, they leap and they run across the plain with such joy and abandon. It's not going to be baby steps for you. It's going to be big leaps forward when you decide to really trust that you have everything you need on the inside to nurture you. And that nurturance gives you the wisdom to know which flow to follow and how to engage with others so that it's more of a flow, a back and forth, rather than kind of this forced, I'll share a little bit of mine, you share a little bit of yours, that kind of interaction. So it's leaping out of the nest, not just falling out of it, it's leaping out of there. And then getting an inner tube maybe so you can have fun floating on the water. Okay. One more thing, the tiny detail I'm noticing. There's a little blue bird up here. It's a blue bird of happiness. And then we've got a literal blue bird right there. But here she's a support, whereas this is the main. This one is a support, but he's not ready to let go of it yet. So you will have the guidance of your truth. You will have the guidance of that higher wisdom when you choose to leap. That blue never abandons you. The truth, the communication of truth never abandons you. It's just that she's much more in control, whereas this one is like, not yet. Okay, Leo, that's going to do it for us this week. Thanks so much for joining me. And if you're curious to learn more about me, what I do, and what I can do for you, please check out the description below. I'll look forward to seeing you here next week, right here next week. Have a good one, Leo.